One enemy remaining.
How?
Did it for me.
Dude, I didn't do shit.
It's all B, help B.
Hey everyone, Romel here, and today I'll be reviewing the Coolermaster MM710. This is another lightweight ambidextrous gaming mouse, and it's the lightest mouse that I've used to date. This is lighter than the O- that was my previous main, and at first I wasn't a big fan of the shape, but after using it for an extended period of time, getting comfortable and getting familiar with it, I do really enjoy it now. I did pick up the mouse for about $55 Canadian on sale, but it does retail for $65. It's a bit cheaper than the Glorious mice, and at that price point, I would highly recommend it because it's such a good deal. I'll leave some links in the description below if you guys wanted to pick one up for yourself. And if you do pick up an MM710 now, they have addressed a lot of the issues that people were facing with the earlier copies. And since they've addressed those issues, this mouse is a solid pickup for that price point. Anyways, let's get to the unboxing. Inside the box, you get the mouse, some of the usual documentation, and you do get an extra set of feet for this mouse. The MM710 is an ambidextrous shaped mouse with the side buttons on the left-hand side of the mouse, so it is easier to press these buttons with your right thumb. The mouse is slightly shorter than the O-, but it is also a tad taller. The MM710 that I have is matte black, but you do have the option of getting it in glossy black or white, as well as matte white. This mouse does not have any RGB, and I personally think that the mouse with the holes look a little bit nicer with some RGB glowing out of it. But if you guys really did want RGB, you do have the MM711 available from Coolermaster as well. And if you guys want to see me review that, leave a comment down below and I'll try to get my hands on one of those to review. My hands measure in at 18.5 by 9 centimeters, and this mouse feels really comfortable with the claw and fingertip grip that I usually use. I can use a palm grip, but I do prefer using the claw and fingertip grip. If you do have larger hands, you'll probably be stuck with using the claw fingertip grip, but if you have small, medium size, you should be able to get by with any grip. At first, I wasn't a fan of the bigger hump on this mouse. When I was using my grip, I would feel the mouse between my pinky and my ring finger, and that's something that I wasn't used to with the O-. Since I do use a claw fingertip grip, I preferred not feeling anything in that area. Since I wasn't used to it, it felt kind of annoying. But after using it for a long time and getting more used to how it felt in my hands, I started to not notice that much, and it wasn't that big of a deal in the long run. This mouse also has holes around the body to cut the weight. It is not circles, and I think it's in the shape of the Coolermaster logo, so they are a little bit bigger than the holes on the Glorious mice. The mouse is also dust and spill resistant, so you don't have to worry about your sweat ruining the mouse. The cable is Coolermaster's Ultra Weave cable, and it's probably one of the best cables that I felt on any mouse. I really like it more than the cable on the Glorious mice, and honestly, if I didn't have a mouse bungee, I think this cable would be perfect. It does really feel wireless. It doesn't get in the way. This is definitely the lightest mouse that I've used so far, and it weighs in about 55 grams. On the box, it does say that it weighs 53 grams, but they probably weighed it without anything else and just the mouse. Probably won't feel a big difference if you're coming from the O- to this mouse. And again, at this range, it's very, very minute. It's very hard to tell the difference between 53 and say 59 grams. The switches on the MM710 are the Omron mechanical switches, which are rated for about 20 million clicks. Again, I've had no issues with this switch whatsoever, and it's been on most of the mice that I've reviewed. It's great and responsive, and let's see what it sounds like in the MM710. You do have 6 buttons on this mouse. You have mouse 1, mouse 2, the scroll wheel button, 2 side buttons, and the DPI switch. All of the buttons feel really nice to press, and there's not a lot of pre-travel with the mouse 1 or mouse 2. The DPI switch is also out of the way and a little bit harder to press, so you're not accidentally going to hit it and switch your DPI mid-game. The scroll wheel button is also a little bit on the firmer side, but it's not that hard to press, and the scroll wheel itself feels really nice when you're scrolling. And I don't have the issue where you do squeeze on the side of the mouse that you accidentally click the side buttons. Again, these are all issues that Coolermaster fixed, and if you do get a mouse from the newer batch, you should not have any of these issues. This uses the PMW3389 sensor, and this is the first mouse that I've used with the sensor. I've had no issues with the tracking, and it's supposed to be a little bit more responsive than the 3360. And honestly, with my usage in CSGO and Valorant, I can't tell if there is a big difference. There might be a very small difference between the two sensors, but in normal gameplay and use, I personally can't tell. I should probably find a better way to test this and see if I can spot the differences between these high-end sensors. But from my research, as well as what other people have commented about these sensors, these are the 2 best sensors out there, and you can't go wrong with either one. And I wish I could tell you that there was a difference or I noticed a difference, but there really isn't. You should be fine with either the 3389 or the 3360. In conclusion, if you guys are looking for a lightweight ambidextrous gaming mouse that isn't going to break the bank, then I would highly recommend taking a look at the MM710. It fits all of my needs, checks off all of the check boxes, and the price is great. You can't really go wrong with this mouse. A lot of people that I know also use the MM710 as opposed to the Glorious mouse. I must admit I was a little bit biased towards the shape of the mouse, but after using it for an extended period of time and just getting used to it, I really like this mouse, and I really don't see myself switching. I do have 2 other mice that I'm going to be testing. Let's see if it dethrones the MM710, but for now I'm probably going to stick to this. So if you guys want to see that content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get notified when that is out. And speaking of subscriptions, we did just pass 1,000 subscribers. I cannot thank you guys enough for subscribing to my channel. It really means a lot to me that you guys watch this content and enjoy this content. I do really like making this content. Yeah, it just means a lot to me to know that other people enjoy it and want to see more of it. So I really do want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will be doing a giveaway to express my thanks, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a really small one. I have a few things that I want to give away that's related to some of the videos here. We have some key switch testers, sneaker keychains. I might give away a mouse, but I'll let you guys know in the giveaway video. And yeah, if you guys want to know when that's out, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I do stream on Twitch, not so often anymore, unfortunately. I'm trying to stream on Saturdays now. My Twitch is twitch.tv/forbiddenx if you guys have not followed me there yet to know when I'm live. And feel free to join the Discord if you guys just want to chat or have any questions about mice, programming, what have you. I'm pretty active there. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. I am out.